As we all know, Cam Newton just recently signed with the Panthers after, a 9 week hiatus from the NFL. He got cut early in training camp from the Patriots. And there are a lot of question marks about how Cam will fit in with the Panthers and how good he actually is. So we're gonna look at some Week 17 film here. I specifically chose this game, so we can show, how passionate Cam really is. Because as you can see here, New England has no chance of making the playoffs here. The Jets don't either, but the Jets didn't have a chance throughout the entire season, so it's not like they're trying any less. But yeah, you can just kind of see the passion and intensity in Cam's game here. And, I just kind of want to point out a few things that may be translatable, to Cam's performance this year. Obviously, he's gone on a detox, changed up his diet, talked about how he's been taking on some new responsibilities without a team to hold him accountable. So we're going to have to see how that kind of progression has been working for Cam. Obviously, he's more healthy this year as well, and also a year older. So we'll have to see how Cam does, but just to look at some film from Cam here, let's go ahead and play this up. So first of all, we got Cam here. Obviously, the athleticism. Burst up the field, breaks a tackle there. And then, Cam just powering through a safety, gets an extra 5 yards there. Obviously, he still has that running ability, that everyone knows Cam Newton for. So I don't think that should be any kind of question mark or doubt in the Panthers' mind. They may have to change up the offense because of this, because obviously Sam Darnold had a crazy rushing sequence there where he had 5 rushing touchdowns early on in the season. But Sam Darnold is not nearly as good of a runner as Cam Newton and shouldn't have the designed runs that he has. Here's going to be a touchdown pass. He looks for the angle route. You can see he goes through his progressions. I'll replay that real quick in 0.5 speed. So you can see here, Cam Newton's head is initially turned towards these receivers over here. He's looking for Jacoby Myers on this in-breaking route, and then he, obviously progresses over to the running back who's on an angle route and hits him in stride. So, shows maturity and shows knowledge of the playbook, knowledge of his progressions. So he's not always just looking at his first read. I think he went through about 2 reads before he went over to James White, who was open on the angle route there. All right, the next play that we got for you guys, Cam Newton's going to drop back. And again, just looking through his progressions, pocket presence, and fires a strike right to Jacoby Myers. So, I want to look at this just one more time. We can look at this in 0.5 speed. I just want you guys to really focus in on the head movements here. People say that Cam Newton may not have the greatest knowledge of the playbook or may not be, as cerebral of an assassin as of a quarterback, and he's, just an athlete. But here I think this shows, there's an argument to the contrary. He's looking down the field, looks at his check down, steps up in the pocket, goes in between these two defenders right here. Obviously has his check down here, still looking downfield. This is when he spots Jacoby Myers. So he's probably looking at 2 different reads before he looks at Jacoby Myers, and then fires a bullet right in there. And, that's been a huge topic of concern from what I've heard, on people on TV. They said that his problem last year for the Patriots was his short and mid-accuracy. But right here, this was a complete strike, thread the needle on a 3rd and 20 situation, so the defense isn't just going to be playing lackadaisical. As you can see, there's a tighter window. You have to get it away from this player right here, but also, get it, far enough outside to where you can hit him in stride to where you can catch it across the sticks. This is also a good play call, having the in-breaking dig, just at 21 yards downfield when you need 20 yards. I like the play call. And then obviously right there, Jacoby Myers catches the ball. Great strike from Cam Newton there. All right, next play we're going to be looking at here. Cam Newton hit a bunch of anticipatory throws throughout this game. I didn't want to show you guys all of those. But, just outbreaking routes, knowledge of the playbook. Here Cam Newton looks at his running back, then gets his eyes downfield. Obviously great pocket presence, doesn't get worried, and then throws a strike to Gunnar Zlowski here. You can play this normal speed. What I'm saying? Gunnar Zlowski, he has great pocket presence. He has 3 people in his face. And then, just throws a strike 10, 12 yards downfield. Again, in that middle range where everyone's been having, some kind of questions about his accuracy there. I think, again, he showed good accuracy here. Good form there, right on the money in stride. I think this is just, again, showing the theme of this video to where he can hit throws downfield, especially bullet passes. We haven't saw too much touch passes, but we'll see one of these later on in the film. His anticipation has been great. His pocket presence has been great. Obviously, Cam's an athlete. So, I mean, I haven't really seen too many flaws so far in this film. Obviously, there's a highlight video, so it's not going to show the whole story. But, this is one of Cam's better games as well, and this is his most recent film. So here's the next clip. It's going to be Cam Newton rushing here, and this is just showing his passion for the game. So just look at this scenario. It's a 3rd and 3. They're down 7 points. Playoff hopes gone. This is literally just for fun. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, 3rd and 3. He has a defender right here, Farley. And then he has a safety coming in to hit him. And Cam Newton, what does he do? 2 yards away from the sticks, he dives. Dives for the first down. Just shows the passion and love for the game, respect for the game. Obviously he's an athlete. Not all quarterbacks can do this. But, just him, and this can also be a sin as well. But him just going for the first down, putting his body on the line, it has to be commended. And that's the kind of thing that a team can rally around. A team like the Carolina Panthers who, started off the season really strong and have struggled, especially at the quarterback position. This is someone they can rally around on the offensive side of the ball. And obviously, he can also work to his detriment as well. Obviously, Cam has an injury history, and that's ultimately why the Panthers moved on from him in the first place. But the Panthers need a spark plug right now, and who knows if Cam will even be their long-term option. So this is exactly what they need right here, someone with intense passion and hunger to win, even when it doesn't necessarily have playoff implications. And then this is the big one. This is our last play, and this was probably his best play, of the game. Cam Newton had like 3 touchdowns this game. He caught a touchdown earlier. I didn't see fit to put this in this video because, obviously Cam Newton is going to be catching touchdowns, every other game. But here's Cam Newton here. Looks through his progressions. Not really, to be honest. He kind of sees this pre-snap. And then the safety's coming over. Obviously, we showed a bunch of bullet passes earlier. This is a lob pass. And he's going to hit it right on the money. The safety's coming over from the middle. It's a one-high look. Cam knows this, and that's how he knows it, pre-snap that is going to obviously, potentially be open. He throws it, 1 to 2 seconds after the snap. And he puts it right on the money, right outside of the safety's, area. Safety's coming from the middle of the field. There's no way he can get to this ball. And, perfectly catchable ball. Hits him in stride so he can run and get in the end zone here. So, Cam Newton, I think that he is a bit underrated. Stephen A. Smith recently said that he's all box office and he's not here, to put the Panthers in a winning position. This film argues different. Obviously, he's playing the Jets, which aren't the greatest of teams, but, his pocket presence, I think he showed, no panic in the pocket. He stepped up pocket presence, but that really hasn't been too much of a worry in Cam's career. Athleticism, obviously, is still there, especially after he's healthy now. He should, potentially be even more athletic with all the training videos that have come out. His mid-range passes have been strikes. He's gone through his progressions very well in this film. We're going to have to see how Cam's been without any game experience in the past, 10 weeks of NFL football. But I believe that Cam Newton will step right in. He'll have a full week of preparation as P.J. Walker's starting this Sunday. And I think Cam's going to step in and be a spark plug for this Panthers team, who is a sneaky, 7-seed wild card, run type of team. Obviously, they're going to be competing with the likes of Vikings, who they lost to already, Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks. But I think the Panthers have a shot, especially rallying around Cam Newton's passion and hunger. Let me know what you think in the comments. How will Cam do? Will Cam even be the starter by the end of the year? Will Sam Darnold take over his job? Let us know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.